Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Team Toyota of Princeton to take a look at this brand new 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser. This is what they call the base trim with four-wheel drive, the 2.4 liter i4 Max powertrain with an 8-speed automatic. The color here is smoky blue, and we have black leather interior on the inside. So we're going to go through this Land Cruiser. The base trim is really not the base trim. The 1958 edition is the base trim. Then you have the base trim, and then you have the first edition. That's how they're running with it in 24. So we're going to go through this SUV, and you can let me know, is this the off-roader to buy, or are you going to wait or maybe go somewhere else with your hard-earned cash? Put it in the comments as we go through the car. So let's dig in. Front end of this Land Cruiser in the smoky blue. Full spread of LED lighting up front, including those Rigid Industries fog lamps, which are white, but you can also change them to amber, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. We do have functional side air curtains and functionality in the grille, top and bottom. Now, as we come on over to our wheel and tire setup, we have a 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Toyota badge on the center cap. Now, these wheels are wrapped in Dunlop Grand Trek tires, 265 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, four-wheel drive. Moving on out, the smoky blue I think looks good. We have the two-tone roof, which is an extra add. As we move on in, we have gloss black side view mirrors, 360-degree view cameras, LED turn signals, gloss black on the door handles. Up top, we have that two-tone white roof with the roof rails and crossbars, and of course, the sunroof. The rear end of this Land Cruiser, again, we do have the wiper down below on the glass because it's a very flat back to this vehicle. We have full spread of LED lighting in the back with Land Cruiser blacked out, the i4 Max badge, bottom right of the tailgate. And then we do have the bumper area down below in like a gray silver color, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the bumper. Now, the one thing I did want to show you on the front end of this Land Cruiser are the fog lamps. Now, we have Rigid Industries LED fog lamps, but you can do two different colors. You can get the white, or you can go to amber by going to the inside and pushing the fog lamp switch to go from white to amber. And once you do that, they change color. So that's a pretty cool little deal here on this Land Cruiser. We're under the hood of this Land Cruiser base, and what do we have for a power plant? Well, we got Toyota's i4 Max. What does that mean? It means this is a 2.4 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder hybrid engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 326 net horsepower, 465 net pound-feet of torque. Towing capacity is up to 6,000 pounds. MPGs, 22 in the city, 25 on the highway, 23 combined. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, be prepared to be blown away by the price. Base price, 24 Land Cruiser, $61,950. That's for the base trim. This has a lot of options on it, which we'll check out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add in the options and destination and delivery of $1,450 from Toyota's Hamura, Tokyo, Japan assembly plant, we have a total MSRP from the factory of $70,734. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to go black soft touch up top, brushed aluminum on the door handle, leather on the armrest with the light gray cross stitch, nice and soft. 2 memory seat settings right there, flat black on the switch gear with power fold mirrors. The 14-speaker JBL sound system in here as well. Nice large door pocket into our foot box. Nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. We do have the running boards on, but I don't know if they're necessary. You let me know. Full power for the driver. Power seat for the front passenger, but without lumbar. Then we have the black leather with the light gray cross stitch, super soft bolstering, super soft headrest, perforated as well. And then down here, you do have a manual thigh support that you can move in and out. Give your legs a break on a long trip. Front passenger door panel, same as the driver, except you're not going to get memory seat settings. And then we're going to go up on our dash with soft touch, some trim right in here to break up all the black. And then down below, a nice large glove box. Infotainment system time, we have Toyota's latest and greatest 12.3-inch infotainment system. Wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. Navigation is in the system, but it's subscription service only. We can go to our music. We can enable the audio, turn down the volume. This is where you're going to have your Sirius XM, AM, FM stations as well. So they got you covered there. Bluetooth your phone. Vehicle settings, climate settings you can adjust from in here, front and rear if you want to do that from the screen. We can go back. We have our off-road pages, off-road information right here. So they got you all set there, and we do have some off-road features in here that we'll go over. And then you have your general settings where you get your driver profile, Wi-Fi hotspot, all that jazz. In here, we can go back to our map. We put it into reverse. 360-degree view cameras, nice and clear, nice and large. We do have some additional views you can go with as well. So, and different trajectory lines or none. So I do like how they have that set up, and it's wicked clear. Now, here's our volume button way over here. Push button start. Tow haul mode is right down here underneath your push button start. We have dual climate with 3-stage heated seats and 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger, and a heated steering wheel. So they have you set there. We have our drive mode selector. Underneath here, we have our camera views, 3 USB-Cs and a wireless charging pad. As we move on down, here's the gear shift that's going to take us through this 8-speed automatic transmission. Then we have drive modes, multi-terrain select. This is our downhill assist control, crawl control right here. Underneath that, electric emergency brake, auto vehicle hold on or off. Now we have our traction control off. Disconnect that stabilizer bar, and then you can lock the diffs, lock all 4, lock the back, and then you have your 4 high, 4 low switch right there you can deal with. And now we have 2 cup holders, our Toyota key fob right here, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, and on the back it says Land Cruiser. Now, we have a really nice, huge armrest that's soft when you open it up. It is a cool box, as you can see right here. You turn that on, keeps your drinks cold in there, so that's a good deal. And of course, that is an extra added feature on this Land Cruiser Premium package. Land Cruiser steering wheel, leather wrap wheel, feels good, cross-stitched, Toyota badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, and my legs hit when I get in and out of this thing, and I have the wheel at the highest setting and the seat at the lowest setting. So if you're, and I'm 5'11", you're any bigger than me, this is going to feel a bit compromised. But if you own one, let me know how you're dealing with this, but I feel like it's a little close to the wheel as far as the way the seat goes. I can move the seat back a little bit, but it's still going to hit. So now we got flat black on the switchgear right over here, where you have your telephone commands, voice commands, volume, controls for the digital portion of your dash. And then over here on the right, adaptive cruise, safety suite controls. No paddles. We have our left stalk. We're going to go with our headlight controls, fog lamp controls, and then your front and rear windshield wipers. And then down over here, there's a lot of action going on. So we have our adaptive high beams, right? We can brighten dim the dash. This is to change the fog lights from amber to white. That's what that button does. 120 volt AC outlet. We can turn that on or off. We can pop the tailgate. We can pop our fuel filler. And here's our trailer brake right here down below. And then we do have a manual, excuse me, an electric tilting and telescoping wheel. We zoom on into our dash. Fully digital, looks nice. Let's see what our drive modes are going to look like. We have sport, we have normal, and we have eco. And then if we push the tow haul button that's underneath the push button start, it just goes to tow haul, and there you go. It just says tow haul. And then you can turn that one off. And then of course, you have additional information. You can go through, you can change your settings however you would like them. Hold that in, and then you can zoom over and you can pick what you want to see underneath here, or you can go through the different options that are up there, and then you can come back over, go to the right side, and you can do the same thing going through that area. So it's nice and easy to use. Overhead console, you want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door. This button that says door is pushed in and the light is left on. When you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Then you have your manual sunshade that you can move back, standard sunroof, and then you can open it up by hitting the open button. Wind buffer comes up, glass goes back, and then you can close it on up. Hold it in a second, close it back. This switch over here on the right, that is your tilt function, where you can tilt up or tilt down, and then you can just move the shade back manually. Rear view mirror, we do have the rear view mirror, home link underneath, and we do have the magic button, so when we hit that, we have a digital rear view mirror, unobstructed view out the back, and over here on these buttons on the right side, this is going to adjust the level of your rear view camera, as well as zoom in or zoom out. Now we come to our sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? No, it does not, but we do have an extension. Getting in the back seat of this Land Cruiser, but first the rear door panel, same vibe, same use of materials, feels good, looks good, nice consistency design front to back. I have the seat set for my driving position, so let's jump on in the back seat. No problem getting in. Nice flat roof. As you can see, plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". And if you're over 6 foot tall, you should be fine back here as well. We do have the leather all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. In the back here, we have our rear climate right there, followed by a 12 volt and 2 USB-Cs. So they have you set there, but at this price point, I think I'd like to see some rear heated seats, maybe even ventilated seats in this Land Cruiser. The Land Cruiser name right there. Back seats, same leather with the cross stitch, perforation, really soft, feel good. And then we have our armrest, semi-soft, 2 cup holders, but overall, it is quite comfortable back here. And I got the grab handle, so in case we're going off-road, I can hold on for dear life, but it is quite comfortable in the back. Getting in the tailgate area of the Land Cruiser, you can do 2 things. You can pop the glass or you can lift up the whole tailgate. So to pop the glass, it's right here. There's a button right on the side. You hit that, you hear it pop, you lift the glass up, you can reach in, grab something or take something out, and then you can just close the glass back up and you're good to go. Now, if you need to open the whole tailgate, again, you can pop that from the dash or from the key fob, or you can come to the back. And right underneath O in Toyota, there's a button. Hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. And now behind the second row, we're looking at 37.5 cubic feet of cargo space. In the back, we also do have some rear cup holders and USB-Cs on either side here in the back as well. We do have some extra storage right underneath here. Our spare is underneath the vehicle behind your tow hitch. So you got that all set. We got the home power source in the back as well. And you can put these rear seats down. So you can come around to either side, and you have a button right here, a lever right here. You lift that up and the whole seat goes up just like that. So you got more room, and then you have more storage on this side. So I do like that. I'll go around to the other side. And now if you need some extra space, you do have some extra space. Even though it dips down, it's deeper, so it'll give you some extra room for some larger items. And if it's important to you to have a 100% made Japanese Toyota, here you go. 100% of parts and assembly done in Tokyo, Japan. So in case you're looking for something like that, the Land Cruiser fits the bill. Here comes that window sticker. Here we go. Land Cruiser 24, smoky blue. MPG estimates. Standard equipment. The big option, the Land Cruiser Premium Package, $4,600. Two-tone roof, $350. Body side moldings, I mean, there's a lot of action on here. 20-inch wheels, $1,240. MSRP from the factory, $77.34. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 24 Land Cruiser base trim. That's not really a base trim. In the smoky blue. I got the four-wheel drive. I got great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear window, no problem. We have the Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that in here for safety. LED lighting up front and in the back for safety as well. And you know what? It's smooth to drive. Handles pretty well for an SUV. I mean, it's light, but it's fairly direct, so I don't have a lot of problems there. It's got some really good tech in here with the newer infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, wireless charging pad, USB-A, USB-C connectivity, drive modes. So I got a lot of good stuff. Tow haul, we can tow up to 6,000 pounds. We got about, 8.7 inches of ground clearance, somewhere in there. Minimum ground clearance on this. Could be a little higher. Brakes feel good. We got skid plate protection up front for when you want to go off-road. You can disconnect the sway bar. You got hill descent control. They call it downhill assist control. You got multi-terrain select. You got all the deal. You got all the action if you want to go more off-road than just regular groomed trails in this Land Cruiser. There's no doubt about that. And it's got plenty of horsepower. But we have the iForce Max. And it's not the Tundra iForce Max, it's the Land Cruiser iForce Max. So it's the 2.4 turbo inline four-cylinder hybrid engine and not the six-cylinder, as you would see in a Tundra iForce Max or a Sequoia iForce Max. So they've done the iForce Max business on the 2.4 turbo hybrid engine. And there's a lot of complexity there. And I think that worries some people as far as all that goes. Now, turning radius time, we're going to have a 20-foot turning radius. So it's not nimble as far as that goes. But we got big tires on here. Let's see if we can make it around. And we do. So right around 20 feet, not bad. The road is a little over 20 feet. We'll let the mailman go first. And now we're gonna get around him, see where he goes, and then we'll take off. And it gets down the road easily. I mean, it's got plenty of power. There's no doubt about that. Now we're feathering in the gas because this is a brand new engine. And for those who want me to take this off-road and beat it up, I'd love to, but I can't, because this vehicle is on the lot for sale and I can't rough it up. I got to be very careful with it. But I mean, it's a well-built vehicle. It feels good. It drives well. But you know what the 800-pound gorilla in the room is here. It's $71,000. That is a ton of money for what you get, for the room you get, for the features you get. And frankly, for me, if I'm looking at a Land Cruiser, I'm seriously taking a look at a 24 4Runner, because then I can get the 4-liter V6 naturally aspirated, 5-speed automatic, bulletproof driveline, going to last forever, proven reliability, more room. I can take it off-road too. It's fun to drive as well, and I would do that before the new 4Runner comes out, because that'll get the iForce Max treatment as well. But if I'm looking at 2024s between the Land Cruiser and the 4Runner, I can get a really nice 4Runner for a lot less money than this Land Cruiser, and that's probably the direction I personally would go. But you let me know what you would do. Does this Land Cruiser trip your trigger, or are you going to go elsewhere with your hard-earned money? Let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser in smoky blue for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.